NBC News. This is a special edition of Today with Matt Lauer and Meredith Vieira.
This morning on today's travel, vacation destinations you probably never thought of, let alone heard of. In their new movie, The Bucket List, Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman set out to visit all the places they want to see before they kick the bucket.
This is living!
Now, you may have created your own list, which might include a visit to the majestic and ancient pyramids, the magnificent Great Wall of China, or even an awe-inspiring African safari. Well, Samantha Brown from Travel Channel's Passport series says there are all kinds of destinations you shouldn't miss that are off the beaten path. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning. How are you?
Now, these are all places that are off the beaten path. They're not bargains by any stretch of the imagination.
Some no.
Some no,
Yeah.
but still interesting. And we're going to start off with China.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people think, well, Beijing, but you say there's a different place to go.
Yeah, Chengdu, and definitely go to Beijing because you've got the Great Wall of China, Forbidden Palace, Tiananmen Square, and while it's great to see the immensity of China, it's also important just to experience its everyday life, and you can really do that in Chengdu.
Now, what are your costs? I know we've got there on screen, it's about $1,000 to get there, but
Right.
Hotels are kind of a bargain.
Absolutely. I mean, they start at $25. I wouldn't recommend staying at a hotel for $25 a night, but the Western brands there start around $100 to $150. So, and you can use your points.
And you've got something here that's called Hug a Panda?
Yeah, oh my gosh, it's amazing. When I was there in September filming for the Travel Channel, they just dumped it on my lap, and it's this massive panda, and you can snuggle its neck and rub its belly, and it's just the most amazing thing you've ever felt in your life. You get the best bear hug ever. I mean, just,
literally.
I know.
That's it. And he's thinking, this isn't bad.
I know, and it's $140 for 2 minutes, so he gets paid very well. It's like George Clooney money.
And you can even volunteer to be a panda keeper.
Well, absolutely. You volunteer during the day. You just feed them, clean up after themselves, and you get a little more access with the pandas.
Well, now, we all think of the Grand Canyon here in America, but there's another canyon system that's at least as impressive.
Yeah, it's Copper Canyon in Mexico. This is in northwest Mexico, and it's actually 6 canyons that make up an area larger than our Grand Canyon. I'm going to say it's not more, you know, the Grand Canyon is amazing. I'm not saying
that's
it's
why
better.
it's called the Grand Canyon.
Exactly. It's just larger than the Grand Canyon, and the best way to get there is to take the Chihuahua El Pacifico.
Chihuahua El Pacifico?
Right, you got to get on that, right? Who cares what it is?
I rode the Chihuahua.
It could be a donkey cart you get on it, right? It's called Chihuahua. But it's a train, and it's one of the great rail journeys of the world. You traverse up 8,000 feet through canyons, through tunnels. You're disappointed when it's over.
And here's another place. I love the name. Choqquequirao?
Choqquequirao.
Choqquequirao.
Yeah.
You want to say Chacacán.
Exactly.
And this is in Peru.
It is, and it's very similar to Machu Picchu. Of course, everybody wants to go to Machu Picchu.
Right.
They're similar sites in that they're clinging to a mountainside high up in the Peruvian Andes. The difference is Machu Picchu is really accessible. You take a train, a bus,
So
walk
you got a lot
in.
of people there.
Absolutely, 800,000 a year, Al. 800,000
compared
a year,
to Choqquequirao,
which is 8,000 a year. But there is a reason why only 8,000 people
What's that?
travel. You got to hike it. It's a 2-day hike. First day you hike down, second day hike up. It's very demanding, but once you're there, you get a spiritually powerful site to yourself.
What's the best time to go there?
I would say go in the dry season. Definitely do not go in the rainy season because it's just it makes the trails perilous.
Now,
Machu Picchu, go in the rainy season.
Now, if you like cold, this next location is perfect, right?
Yeah, Iceland. Okay, and actually Iceland is our closest European neighbor. It's a 4-hour trip from the East Coast. Really easy to get there. And Iceland is really a country where you see that our planet Earth is one glorious work in progress. And where we're going is Lake Mývatn. And that is one of the geologically most fascinating areas. Yeah, that's. Do we see Al in that one?
Yeah, no, you didn't, but you might.
We didn't? Okay. He was still under the water. He was coming up, though. But, you know, you're there with volcanic craters and lava fields, and you can snowmobile. And I actually recommend going there during the winter. It's more fascinating.
And our crew likes the fact that Beer Day is celebrated there.
Yeah, is there any other reason to go?
That's right. And lastly, Central America, in Honduras.
Honduras, yeah, you can have an amazing eco-adventure, mountains, rainforest, and sea, one small country in 5 to 7 days, and that's a bargain.
That's a bargain. Samantha Brown, thank you so much. And still to come, do you know what 300 calories actually look like? Helps to know if you're trying to watch your